Hello and greetings, my beautiful friends and fellow seekers. Welcome to Coffee with the Council Reprise. What is today? May 27th. Can you believe it is the end of May? Hello, Gwen. Good afternoon to you. Hey, Jyoti. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Jack. Good to see you, dear. Jyoti, are you new to my lives? I don't recognize your name. How's everybody? What's going on today? What's the good word? What do you know? What do you don't know? Happy Tuesday, unless you're a friend in the future. It's a happy Wednesday. Gwen's going great. Glad to hear it. I'm tired. Which is okay. Jack, all good here, thank you. How are you doing? Jyoti's a firstie. Welcome, Jyoti. Nice to meet you. Welcome to our lives, our lovely little community here. Anybody else a first-timer? First time in any of my lives? Hello, Debbie. Good evening to you. Welcome. You're welcome, Jyoti. Nice to have new people. We call them firsties here in our little community. They're just friends we haven't met until now, really. Hey, Amelia. Hello, hello to you. Hi, April. Good to see you. Welcome. We'll just let everybody come on in. I think I put too much light in my face. One moment. There we go. Much better. Much, much better. There we go. Better, better, better. How's everybody doing? What's going? What's not going? Gentle Tuesday, busy Tuesday, everything in between. Mine's been a busy Tuesday. I'm looking forward to hearing the message today. I can't remember anything about this particular topic. Oh, isn't that nice? Hey, Johnny, welcome to you. How are you, buddy? Gentle today, says Debbie. Very wonderful. It's good to have you guys here today. Thank you for being here. Appreciate having you. Today we are talking about I-Am-Ness is acknowledging our unique is-ness. So this actually was an extra message from April 24th for Jyoti and anyone else who's a firstie. What we've been doing during May, during our lives, is we've been doing replays of sessions that were held in April, where the Council of Seven, which is the group of guides that I channel, was teaching us about is-ness and different aspects related to is-ness. And in today's particular reprise, we're going to be replaying some of the segments from the Q&A from April 24th. So I don't know if we're going to watch all the Q&A stuff, but they had an additional message in there. And I'm looking forward to hearing it because I can't remember a darn thing about it, which happens when a lot happens and time goes by. Hello, Sherry. Good to see you. Nice to have you here today. How are you? Has anyone who's been coming for a little while, Johnny's pretty good, glad to hear it. Anyone who's been coming for a little while had any recent new insights, new ahas or breakthroughs that they would like to share? Glad to hear it, Sherry. Glad you're doing well. Me too, a little on the tired side. Trying to let the beard come back in too. It's feeling in its messy stage. Welcome, welcome. Anybody else first timers? Please feel free to say hi and tell us where you're from. If you're feeling shy, no need to say anything. Just sit back and enjoy. Jack says, I'm definitely staying in nowness without even thinking about it. That's awesome. Can you expand on that for us? Jack is definitely staying in nowness without even thinking about it, which is really quite incredible, isn't it, Jack? Because if I recall properly, which I may get this wrong, before all of these lessons that the council's given us on Is-ness, you really, if I'm not mistaken, and please correct me if I'm wrong, you were in the past and the future a lot. You were in the wasness and the not yetness a lot. And so now you're in the nowness without even thinking about it. Is pretty darn amazing. Yes, Craig, perfect. Absolutely. Jack says, I was always longing for future stuff or saddened by recalling the past. Oh, that is very well said. Absolutely. Debbie says, I've been able to listen to people more carefully recently. That's fascinating, Debbie. Gwen says, I'm recognizing feelings without judgment more now. That's really powerful. So you guys have actually been having some really, really super awesome, super duper breakthroughs. Melia says, I feel like my self-awareness has grown a lot. Yeah, isn't it interesting how when we're becoming more aware of the innate isness of all things, that it actually helps us be more aware of ourselves too, right? Our thoughts, our behaviors, our patterns, our belief systems. It's really quite fascinating. And we only have a few days left of the reprise. There's Thursday, Friday, and next Monday. So there's only 3 more replays from April, which is I can't believe it. I made it through 2 months of doing almost constant live streams, which has been a lot. But B, I can't believe we've made it through 2 months of beautiful, amazing learning together, which is just really just lovely. Jack says also, I'm more accepting of things I really don't like. Yeah, right? It's a lot easier lately to accept things that we don't like. Yep. I can't believe it's been 2 months already, says Gwen. You've worked hard, says Debbie, and we appreciate it. I'm glad, Debbie. Thank you for your appreciation. It has been a lot, but it's been so worth it. And there's so many beautiful things coming out of it. I mean, Jack made the transcription of all the April sessions, so and Joanne's gonna format it for us, because Jack was able to do the transcription, but due to some physical challenges, actually being able to have the energy to format it was, well, it's just, and there's Jojo. Hi, good morning, Joanne. Yeah, it's nice to be able to pass the baton, so to speak. So Jack started us off with a written version of the teachings on Is-ness, if you will, and Joanne's going to continue with doing the formatting and stuff. And who knows? We'll see what first form all of this stuff takes. Madeline has offered to translate it into Swedish and German if it gets to that point someday. Hello, Linda. Good to see you. Nice to have you here. So yeah, some really fascinating things. I'm going to put together a video course about it, and maybe audio, although there's a couple of the replays where the audio quality is kind of sus, and I could certainly will make it into audio, but I don't know that it will pass the evaluation from Insight Timer. So I don't know if it will ever make it onto this app, which is fine because, well, we're taking Coffee with the Council elsewhere after May anyways. So that's fine. Jack says, a Coffee with the Council companion book. Oh, that's so lovely. Sus gamer talk. Is it gamer talk? Sus meaning it's suspect, suspicious. All right. Has anyone else joined that is a brand new person to me or my lives? What we call here in our community, firsties. If you're a firstie, hello. Thank you for being here. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. My name's Greg Phillips. I'm a way shower. I'm a channel for the Council of Seven, and I'm a champion for your aha moments, for breakthroughs, shifts in perception. It's my greatest joy personally is to experience an aha or a breakthrough or a shift. But even more so, I love being of service in such a way that helps you guys have shifts and breakthroughs, and then being able to witness that and celebrate it with you, because I think it is one of the most amazing things in life. So we're going to start in a moment with the replay. Johnny says, as for my learning, when I'm in a funk, I remember the mojo game to raise my vibration and come back to my awareness of business. Beautiful, Johnny. Fantastic. Joe T is saying, is that a question, Joe T? When someone ignores me, why I force myself to talk to them? Oh, well, that's interesting. I don't know. Do you have an answer? Have you meditated on that? Perhaps you will hear your answer today, because there is no coincidence when people synchronously, I don't know if that's the right word. When somebody joins a live stream that they've never been in before, there's usually no coincidence with that. So stick around, my dear. You might actually get your answer. And if not, we might be able to talk about it later. All right, let's start the replay. I think it's the same background from yesterday's replay and the same shirt. That's hilarious. So just again, once a reminder or a new information for the firsties, we're doing a replay from April 24th. The topic of this is I-Am-Ness is acknowledging our unique is-ness. If you have a question along the way about what they're saying, if you want me to pause, just quickly type in chat, pause, please, or just pause, and I'll pause it and we can chit chat. I also might pause it to provide additional insights. Greetings to our dear beloved friends. We greet you from the energetic realms where we love and celebrate you, as we have been saying for days and weeks on end now. We love and celebrate every single aspect of who you are, every single step you take upon the planet, every single morsel of food you eat, every single conversation you have with a friend, every single moment you spend in your car or sitting in meditation, every single moment you spend in play, you spend in making love, every single moment you spend in just being you. We honor, and we love, and we celebrate each and every single one of these moments, for this truly is what life is all about. This is your is-ness. Today, we have a very quick message for you today before we do Q&A, as Greg calls it. We love this term. There's something just fascinating to us about Q&A for some reason. We believe that the vibration of it, the exchange of questions and answers, is quite enjoyable, actually. So, what we wish to speak to you about is the connection of is-ness and I-Am-Ness. Now, if we were to define is-ness, as we have in different ways over the last few weeks, but if for today we were to define is-ness as your state of pure and perfect connection to all that is, to acknowledge and your awareness of existence, if you will, then your I-Am-Ness is your expression of is-ness, your pure and perfect connection to your unique you-ness. to yourself, not necessarily to all other things, but to you. And this is a very powerful concept that Greg actually received yesterday, and we are very happy that he is beginning to perceive this, and we wish to share a bit of it with you so that you too can begin to perceive this for yourselves. So if is-ness is an awareness of all that is, an acknowledgement from a place of yes, from a place of loving allowance of all that is, that all that exists, then I-Am-Ness is an awareness, an acknowledgement of your own unique existence. Indeed, why is this important? Because it is very common for the human mind, which lives solely in the 3D physical reality that you are currently inhabiting. It is very common for the physical mind to associate your beingness with physicality, with what you do, with results, with outcomes, with how people respond or reply to you. And this, our dearest, beloved friends, is furthest from the truth than it could possibly be. The truth. Hi, Monica. So we're watching a replay from a session that we held in April, where the Council of Seven, the group that I channel, was sharing. They were all of April. You haven't been here for a while, but I was gone for a while too. But all of April, we basically had a class that the council taught us about is-ness. So today they're talking about how is-ness relates to I-Am-Ness, our own unique expression of that. So that's what's going on. Is quite simple, and that is you are your Yeah, I just backed it up a smidge, so we're gonna pick up from about a minute before that. Received yesterday, and we are very happy that he is beginning to perceive this, and we wish to share a bit of it with you so that you too can begin to perceive this for yourselves. So if is-ness is an awareness of all that is, an acknowledgement from a place of yes, from a place of loving allowance of all that is, that all that exists, then I-Am-Ness is an awareness, an acknowledgement of your own unique existence. Indeed, why is this important? Because it is very common for the human mind, which lives solely in the 3D physical reality that you are currently inhabiting. It is very common for the physical mind to associate your beingness with physicality, with what you do, with results, with outcomes, with how people respond or reply to you. And this, our dearest, beloved friends, is furthest from the truth than it could possibly be. The truth is quite simple, and that is you are. Your reason for being is beingness itself. So when you fall or connect into an acknowledgement of your is-ness, you are simply saying to yourself, I am. And you can often take a look at this and say, well, goodness gracious, I don't follow my calling. I don't follow my purpose. I am the calling. I am my purpose. I don't do the work. I am not doing this project. I am the work. I am the project. I am not sending and sharing love with another individual. I am the love. I am sharing myself. This, our dearest friends, is an incredibly powerful state of being, for it is a pure acknowledgement of your existence and your right to be here. When you say I am, there are no qualifications, there are no conditions. You simply are acknowledging that you are, and there is great power and great solace and great serenity in this. And we strongly invite you and encourage you to do whatever you can to tap into your is-ness, your I-Am-Ness, and to begin to say to yourself, I am. When you catch yourself thinking, I'm not doing enough,
I'm not receiving enough. I'm not sharing enough. I'm not seeing enough of X, Y, and Z out in the world. Stop yourself for a moment and simply remind yourself, oh, wait a minute. I am.
Oh, what's that, Joanne? You said aha. Joanne had an aha moment. Are you ready to share it, or shall we continue? I'll give you a moment to type. Welcome to anybody who's joining partway through. Hi, Nancy. Yes, we're watching a replay from April 24th, where the council was giving us a message about Is-ness and I-Am-Ness. I do remember you, Monica. Nice to see you again. Hey, Simon. Good to see you. Well, let's see if Joanne says anything, and then we'll continue. Joanne's like, aha! Have I been spelling aha wrong? Maybe it's easier to just A-H-A. Also, I love the symmetry of it. A-H-A. Maybe that's how I'll spell aha from now on. Joanne says, yep, have been going down that rabbit hole of who I am, but aha, I am. Yeah, let me replay that portion. It was so powerful, the way they said it. Simple. And that is not necessarily to all other things, but to you. And this is a very powerful concept that Greg actually received yesterday. And we are very happy that he is beginning to perceive this. And we wish to share a bit of it with you so that you too can begin to perceive this for yourselves. Too far back. Hold on. I don't have good fine tuning with this. Let's try this.
Mind to associate your own unique existence. Indeed, why is this important? Because it is very common for the human mind, which lives solely in the 3D physical reality that you are currently inhabiting. It is very common for the physical mind to associate your beingness with physicality, with what you do, with results, with outcomes, with how people respond or reply to you. And this, our dearest, beloved friends, is furthest from the truth than it could possibly be. The truth is quite simple, and that is, you are. Your reason for being is beingness itself. So when you fall or connect into an acknowledgement of your isness, you are simply saying to yourself, I am. And you can often take a look at this and say, well, goodness gracious, I don't follow my calling. I don't follow my purpose. I am the calling. I am my purpose. I don't do the work. I am not doing this project. I am the work. I am the project. I am not sending and sharing love with another individual. I am the love. I am sharing myself. This, our dearest friends, is an incredibly powerful state of being, for it is a pure acknowledgement of your existence and your right to be here. When you say, I am, there are no qualifications, there are no conditions. You simply are acknowledging that you are. And there is great power and great solace and great serenity in this. And we strongly invite you and encourage you to do whatever you can to tap into your isness, your I-Am-Ness. And to begin to say to yourself, I am. When you catch yourself thinking, I'm not doing enough, I'm not receiving enough, I'm not sharing enough, I'm not seeing enough of X, Y, and Z out in the world. Stop yourself for a moment and simply remind yourself, oh, wait a minute, I am. And because you are, that is enough. Nothing, absolutely nothing, needs to change when you acknowledge your I-Am-Ness. For that is the very reason you are here, to exist, to be. You get to choose the ways in which you express your I-Am-Ness in the world. You may wake up on a particular day and say, I am tired. And for that day, you may express your I-Am-Ness through rest and relaxation, rejuvenation, or even recreation. For sometimes there is physical tired, and sometimes there is emotional tired, and sometimes there's just simply weariness, and all of those require a certain remedy, whether it be rest, recreation, or relaxation. You may wake up one day and say, I am excited. You may not even know why. And you get to choose how you wish to express that excitement. You may wake up one day and say, I am sad. You get to choose how you wish to express that sadness. So you see, all things, our dearest friends, all things in your life experience are rooted and begin with I am. For all things are rooted and begin with your very existence on the planet, your very existence within all that is. Now, there is much more we could talk about, but we will leave it at that, and we will turn to a Q&A. We thank you for listening to this. We hope that a little bit of connection between Is-ness and I-Am-Ness is beneficial to you today. Do with it what you will. We believe that many of you have heard it deeply in your heart, for this is a very, very powerful teaching. We will leave you with this until we get the answers to the questions that will come. Alrighty. Wow. Beautiful. Yeah, wow is right. How you guys doing? How you feeling? Thoughts, reflections, questions, comments? There was such a high degree of simplicity to that message, but also just the way that they punctuated and accentuated certain ways of saying things. Like, it's just, I almost want to play it again. I mean, we can do that if you want. But yeah, it's yeah, it was really, really powerful. Actually, I think they want to say some more. So we'll have some, you guys can ask some questions or do any sharing that you want to, and then we'll bring the council in live and see if they have some more to share with us. That was really, really powerful. I was quite, it's quite tickled the way they said certain things. So yeah, so tell me what's going on for you after hearing that. Monica says it was quite interesting. Yes, indeed. It would be nice to hear some stuff live. Joanne, very powerful indeed. And holy crap, they were talking to me. It was just what I needed to hear. Wow. Okay. Debbie says, so it's important to recognize how we are and how we want to express it. I'm tired. I am sad, etc. It's the root of all of it is I am. What you fill in, if you want to fill in the blank after that, the very begin. If you think about it, Debbie, like a seed, when if you wake up in the morning and you don't even know how you're feeling, if you don't even need to know that you're feeling something necessarily, but if you just wake up in the morning and you're like, I am. Bashar said this quite beautifully once. I am who I am, and that is enough. So a little more words, but the council's basically saying the same idea. The council is saying that when you take a moment out of all the regular mind's busyness, the mind has a tendency or a pattern, or it's common for the mind to cause us to think that what we are is what we see and do
and experience in the physical. And the council said that this is the furthest from the truth. That is not who and what we are. What we are is existence itself. And so using the I am as a practice, using the I am as a way to acknowledge, right? And also using it as a way to catch when you are reinforcing a negative thought or a belief. I'm not doing enough. That was a great example. I'm not doing enough. I'm not following my purpose. I'm not pursuing my passion. I'm not sensitive enough. I'm not smart enough. I'm not happy enough. I'm not attractive enough. I'm not lovable. I'm whatever. Those are all just reinforcing. Those are powerful statements, but they aren't accomplishing what we want. They're accomplishing reinforcing our old beliefs. But to stop and say, I am, before anything else, you don't even have to fill in the blank. I am simply acknowledges your right to exist. It's like we were saying the other day. Oh, hello, sadness. Hello, yes, I see you. You nod your head to them. You tip your cap, whatever. I see you. Yes, I see you. Like the journey we went on yesterday, acknowledging all the parts, saying yes to all of our different parts. The reason those parts were able to transform, and if you were on the journey yesterday, remember, they transformed into you. So when you acknowledge your sadness, when you acknowledge your joy, when you acknowledge another person that you may not agree with, when you acknowledge a situation that you do not like, when you acknowledge in it, you're acknowledging you. They're all you. They're all reflections, projections, and vibrational manifestations of you. And so you're always, whenever you're doing this, when you're in is-ness and using I am as a powerful statement, you're just purely acknowledging you, right? It's very, very potent. Does that make sense, Debbie? And then you can fill in the blanks as you wish. If it may feel better, it may resonate with your heart to be just in the I am-ness, right? To just be in the I am-ness, which is on the exact same level as being in the is-ness. But the I am-ness is acknowledging your own is-ness. That's the way they were talking about it. Then you can start to expand from there if it feels like it resonates, and you can start saying, when you feel it, oh, I'm sad. Oh, I'm tired. Oh, I'm happy. Oh, I'm content. Oh, I'm peaceful. And keep it really simple. No explanations. Literally 3 words. I am fill in the blank. That can also be a powerful tool if it resonates with you. Yes, Debbie understands. Fantastic. Wonderful. Jack says, yes, very powerful. It takes me a while to assimilate it. This one was particularly potent, Jack. I felt that they were conveying a lot more energetically than they were with words. It might be worth watching again. Johnny states, I felt there was a lot of depth there, which I'm still trying to understand and absorb. I agree. Absolutely. Absolutely, Johnny. Well perceived. I am who is I am here. Yes, Monica. Exactly. Debbie says, yes, it does make sense. Thank you. Very profound. It really is profound. And yet it's so freaking simple. It's so simple. That's what blows my mind. It is so hilariously simple. All right, let's see what else the council wants to share about. And then I will have to wrap it up after that. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, dear beloved friends. We greet you from the energetic realms where we celebrate, love, and honor your pure, unique expression of is-ness, which indeed equates to your I am-ness. Indeed, we love that you are taking this message deep into your heart. Remember, the I am-ness portion is you expressing uniquely through your unique perspective, your unique existence, expressing your isness. Every single moment that you say, I am, whether it could be an activity you're doing, a way you're feeling, a state of being. You could be busy washing the dishes, and if you are busy thinking about other things, you can stop for a moment and simply say, I am washing the dishes. For in this moment, that is indeed exactly what is happening in the here and now. And indeed, whatever is happening in the here and now is exactly what's happening, and there is nothing else happening, no matter what you think about. For if you are standing in front of the sink, indeed, washing the dishes, you are not also brushing your teeth, you are not also going to the bathroom, you are also not also walking the dog or petting the cat, you are washing the dishes. And so when the mind gets busy with regrets and worries and thinking about the past, or worries and fears and concerns and projections and expectations about the future, you can simply bring your awareness back in the moment, bring your mind's eye and attention to focus on exactly what is in the moment and just state it with an I am statement. It is indeed very powerful. And the energy behind it has a frequency unique to you. For if you were standing shoulder to shoulder with another individual in the channel right now, and you both said, I am, whether it's in unison or not, does not matter. But if you both suddenly declared, I am, well, the actual frequency, the vibrational relevance would be unique to each of you. And so when you say I am, you are letting the universe know, I acknowledge my uniqueness. I acknowledge my unique expression of is-ness. I acknowledge my unique expression of all that is, of the entirety of existence, for I am unique and special. My very existence is unique. I came here with unique perceptions, with unique contracts and agreements, with unique interests of what I was going to experience this lifetime. I have unique experiences in this lifetime that are sometimes similar to other human beings, but truly unique to me. You were born with your own unique frequency associated with your voice. It's called the soul note. Each and every single one of you has one unique frequency associated with your voice. So when you say I am, even though you are saying it either to another or with another or next to another, it indeed, even the statement itself is unique because it is carrying your unique frequency. This, dear ones, is the most powerful and incredible thing you could ever truly say about yourself. And indeed, for those who struggle with self-love, for those who struggle with worthiness, excessive expectations on themselves, or are carrying old, outdated beliefs regarding criticisms from parents or family, friends, colleagues, culture, etc., indeed, we encourage you and invite you to take this practice of I-Am-Ness deep into your heart, because when you truly know that you are, you will then recognize that within your very beingness is your worth. There is nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to accomplish. There's nothing you need to say in order to feel worthy, in order to be worthy. Your very existence and presence equates to worthiness. So indeed, what this is also helping you do is to stop the monkey mind from looking outside of yourself, from looking to past and future for your fulfillment. For you have the ability to feel fulfilled, to know you are complete here in the moment. There is no completeness in the future. Why? Because the future is a projection. The future is illusion. There is no thing that you can think about so sternly and so seriously about the future that will bring you the fulfillment and satisfaction and joy that you seek. Yes, indeed, there may be something coming down the road in the calendar, so to speak, that you're excited about that is different. You are feeling the excitement in the moment. You are not placing all of your hopes and dreams and expectations on something that may or may not happen in the future. You are returning to the moment, acknowledging your I-Am-Ness, acknowledging your very Is-ness. Remember, I-Am-Ness is your unique expression of your Is-ness. And when you do this, you will make large strides, dear ones, on connecting more and more deeply with your essential nature and your birthright of worthiness. Birthright, friends, think about the word birthright, meaning it was granted to you upon your birth. Worthiness is not something to achieve. It is not even something that you can truly strive for, because you will always be on the hamster wheel of the striving. It is something that you must acknowledge deep in your heart to understand. It is not something to grok mentally. It is not something to analyze, to figure out. It is not something that is missing from you that you need to reintegrate, for no such thing on any factor, variable, or level actually happens. It is not a reality. There's nothing missing that needs to be integrated or learned. It is all present with you in your I-Am-Ness. And when you truly take this to heart, you will know the beauty of you as we do. And you will begin to be able to celebrate you as we do. We hope that this provides further insight, further inspiration, perhaps a little jolt or jiggle or aha, extra aha for you regarding this. We understand when trying to think about many of these concepts that we share with you from the mind, it is very difficult. We understand that. This is why it is so important to, and this may not quite make sense to you, but to think about these matters from your heart. For I-Am-Ness is not something that the mind is typically associating itself with. The mind is more interested in all the different data points associated with I-Am-Ness. How does it express? How does it look? Where does it go? What does it do? How can it be shaped? How can it be reformed? Blah, 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 blah. The mind is just very busy trying to change everything, because the mind is busy analyzing. But the heart just knows. And when you say I am from the heart, you are acknowledging what you already know, whether you have remembered it fully or not. And the more you acknowledge what you already know, what you came into this physical existence with the right, you came into this life, dear ones, 100% whole, 100% worthy, 100% you, 100% unique. There wasn't even a fraction of a percentage missing from the amazing wholeness that you were born with. And please do not fret or regret or worry or create excessive stories about what has been lost along the way or what you've had to remember along the way. Dear ones, this is just the design of life. It's just how things are meant to unfold here in the experience on planet Earth. All is as it should be. The other beauty of acknowledging your I-Am-Ness is that when you are having those difficult moments, when you are catching yourself or feeling yourself or seeing yourself spiraling or declining vibrationally, you can return to your I-Am-Ness, for this is a pure, essential, universal truth. You are. And nothing can change the fact that you are, even death. For even when the body dies, you still are. Nothing can remove that. For if it did, it would remove an essential, important, unique perspective of all that is. It would be removing you from existence, and that would remove existence. It is not possible, dear ones. You are part of all that is. To remove any part of all that is would reduce all that is. This is not possible, for there is only ever expansion. There is only ever more of you and more of all that is, never less. Take your time with these concepts, our dears. They can be meaty. The simplicity of them is indeed intentional. For it is your minds that overcomplicates your life. Life is not complicated, dear ones. Your minds, your meanings that you associate with things, the significance that you assign to anything in life is what complicates it. And you have the power to change your meanings. Because you have the power of choice. So we will leave you with this. We hope that this is helpful. Perhaps it provided further clarification for one or more of you. Perhaps it just muddied the waters more for one or more of you. And that, dear ones, is okay. Thank you for your willingness to listen to what we have to share. And indeed, the deeper you can know this, not just understand it, but the deeper you can know what it is that we have been teaching, the more expansive your experience will be as you shift in your realities, as you shift from the reality of how things used to be before hearing these teachings to how things are, to how things will be, as you continue to learn how to shift your perspective, to shift your choices. These tools and these teachings are very helpful for that. And so we thank you, for these teachings would not exist if you were not here. Indeed, you probably do not recognize your importance in this process. This is not just Greg channeling information from us to you. Indeed it is. But it is you who is the anchor for this information. Every time you have an aha from any of these sharings that we offer you, you are anchoring the vibration of that shift in awareness deep in your beingness and holding a place for it on the planet. You are directly contributing to the expansion and evolution of all that is. This indeed is noble work, and does not require you to lift a finger. It just happens automatically every time you have an aha, every time you have a breakthrough, every time you change a choice, every time you change your perspective. You are anchoring those energies into yourself and into the world and into all that is. And we thank you for this powerful service. You know not how important it truly is. Except that we just told you, so now you do know. Indeed, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Now you know how important it truly is. Now you know how important you truly are simply for existing. Why? Because you are practicing unknowingly, or now knowingly, you are anchoring vibrations into human experience. We will leave you with this. We love you so deeply. We appreciate all of your presence here today and throughout your life experiences, and we will see you along the way and speak to you again soon. I always feel like rubbing my face after I channel. It's so interesting. Let's see what you guys say. Debbie says, I love that. I'm washing the dishes. Oh, are you literally washing the dishes right now? Get them clean, yeah. Melia, I was washing the dishes just a moment ago, and I realized I was not present enough. I was rushing. Interesting, Melia. Good awareness. It means nothing unless you assign a meaning to it. It's just good to be aware of that. Debbie, okay, so this is something to be put on my wall. Your worthiness is your birthright. Because you exist, Debbie. You're worthy because you exist. That's what the birthright means. Melia says, so many ahas, I feel at peace. Yay, glad to hear it. Jack says, I am ... enough. Thank you for the hearts, guys. Questions about what they just shared or anything from the session today? Not just random stuff. I'm not going to do any random unrelated stuff unless it feels related. And I got to wrap up soon because I have a meeting in a half hour I have to prepare for. I have to get my health insurance in Utah. Oh, wow, that was, I'm tired. I think I'm done for the day after my next meeting. Thank you for all the hearts. So beautiful. You're welcome, Jack. I wonder, Jack, I mean, there's been some extra messages from the council in May. I'm wondering if those should be included. I know your hands or your physical stuff is challenging right now, but April says that message was needed. A big exhale. Oh, good. I'm glad, April. What are you exhaling out? You're welcome, Joanne. She says, beautiful. Thank you, Craig. Was a good message. That one feels like it would make a great clip just on its own, huh? Well, if you're brand new and you really enjoyed that and you haven't followed me yet, please do consider following. There's the pop-up card for that. Click you right in, follow my profile. All the information you want to find out about me is there. My bio, the tracks that I have, the next few lives for the rest of the month, and my teacher link, which has everything associated with me off of Insight Timer. And if that was a really powerful message for you and you feel so called in your heart to offer a love donation, a love gift, a love offering, whatever you want to call it, if you want to share your abundance with me and support my work in the world to help bring these powerful messages to other people, please do consider sharing a donation. Never required, always appreciated, and I love it. It's just one way. There's many ways to support teachers on Insight Timer, and donations is just one. Let's see what else. Johnny says, think about these matters from your heart. The mind analyzes, but the heart just knows. More for me to embody. Yes, Johnny, very true. It sounds like you are understanding that in your heart level. That's super cool. And then for Thursday's session, okay, where is it? Thursday's session. What are we talking about on Thursday? The council will share about how insistence blocks is-ness and how allowing clears the way. Thank you, April, for your donation. I appreciate that, my dear. Always a pleasure. Nice to share some abundance with you. So feel free to sign up for that next session on Thursday, 1 p.m. Mountain. It's been so nice having the Wednesday off. It's been a really good cadence for me. I just get that nice day in between. So that feels really, really good. Yeah, so Thursday will be when we meet next. I'm going to just pop up one more card again before we go. So if you haven't been here the last few days, Coffee with the Council will be continuing, but not on Insight Timer. So I don't know where it's going, but it requires a different container than what Insight Timer provides. If you are wanting to stay informed for future Coffees with the Council, please reach out to me through any of my contact means in my teacher's link. and I will put you on the list to get notified. The best thing to do is just sign up for my newsletter, because I will notify everybody on that anyways. But you can also send me a private message in Insight Timer, or drop me a note on socials, whatever works for you. And you can let me know that you want to be kept in the loop about that. So Coffee with the Council will continue in some other container. And that means that in terms of live streams here on Insight Timer, I'm going to be doing less than I have been the last few months. I may do a lot less, but I think that I will. Sorry, I've got an itch. I think that I'll still do reading lives, because I think that they have a really powerful place and serve a good purpose here on Insight Timer. And I think that this kind of a live stream is a good container for that. So, thank you for being here. Thank you for listening to the council. This one was really, really powerful, and I'm glad that many of you are feeling some ahas and whatnot. So, any last comments from you guys before I go? Please do share. I need a nap today. Nothing? All right, dear ones. I love you guys. I will send you away. Have a great rest of your day. I'll see you on Thursday. Mwah. Take good care. And I'll talk to you later. Bye. Thanks for being here.